Evaluation for the improvement of teaching and learning at Leap Academy Charter School. Our district mission is for Leap Academy is to enhance opportunities for the children and families of the city of Camden through the collaborative design, implementation, and integration of education, health, and human services, and through community development. Some of our district values we have embedded in the college preparation academic focus is on the STEAM and STEM initiative. We've purposely placed college and career readiness at the center of the school's organizational structure through a focus on high expectations for all students, educators, and families. We continue to build on its commitment to develop a solid educational pipeline that sustains children from infancy through college. Our Early Learning Research Academy takes children as early as 6 weeks to ensure that academic and socio-emotional needs of the children are met and addressed as early as possible, and additionally supports parents' educational advancements. Leap Academy capitalizes on a strong fiscal and operational base that is aligned to the instructional and support priorities of the school, and Leap invests in its people. We have a four-pillar model that focuses on the student and the opportunity-based curriculum, teacher development, performance-based compensation, teacher development opportunities, organizational, where we have entrepreneurial governance, and the stakeholder alliance that promotes parent engagement and social and community alliances. Evaluation and organization for teacher improvement is to engage teachers in a reflective practice and constructivism, share a common set of beliefs about learning. The idea is that these ideas influence action. When people reflect, they learn, they think, and they do better. It encourages them to take action. This is in contrast to the inspection model or the supervisory process that is a checklist. It's more collaborative rather than hierarchical, and it really seeks to increase and engage in dialogue. We offer descriptions rather than judgmental. Teacher quality matters at Leap Academy, and here's why. Since its inception in 1998, the beginning with its first graduating class in 2005, we have maintained a 100% graduation rate as well as 100% college placement results. We are an organization that is founded and prides ourselves on educational excellence from cradle to college. Our organization within it has micro organizations where we have students that we take as young as 6 weeks and our Early Learning Research Academy all the way up. So we say 6 weeks all the way up to high school, 18 years old. We are known for our innovation and our outcomes in the city of Camden. We were established in 1997 when we first opened, and we're changing ideals of teaching and learning in Camden. The classroom observation and teacher evaluation. The motivation for the classroom observation is to look at specific feedback that we can give teachers so that they can grow. It is to reinforce the good they are doing and to implement best practices. The principals are to inform the teacher and the staff of areas that they can better serve and educate their students. And we look at observation as the tool in the evaluation, but it is not the only tool. We also use student data, growth, and leadership. All observations are done by all the admin staff on a rotating basis, supervisors, directors, principals, and vice principals. The guiding principles is that every student deserves a quality teacher. This is why we use evaluation at Leap Academy. We want to create and increase the amount of quality teachers that we have. The teachers are rewarded with merit pay. There's various incentives for teachers that are based on high standards, expectations, and their willingness to take on extra and additional responsibilities. And the teachers are encouraged to grow professionally and to engage in opportunities to lead in this model. The financial factors associated with implementing this model, we currently utilize Encore Systems, which is our student data, lesson planning, attendance, discipline tracking, teacher and student schedules, walkthroughs, and evaluation tools all in one. All in one. Inside of Encore, when you log in, you see this area here at the top. You have analytics, student info, evaluation, special education, where you can look up 504s and INRS. We have lesson plans, grade books, student stats, websites, curriculum, classroom, and assessment. You can assess your students. You have benchmark here. You can create your own website for your class here. It is all encompassed within Encore Systems. This does not cost LEAP any additional money to utilize for evaluations. It's very cost effective. The training is done in-house because there's no additional money spent. Because LEAP created their own evaluation tool, we don't have any licenses to purchase or any trainers to come out. We created it. It's for us. It is by us, and we train our staff on it. Encore Systems, how you access this, it is web-based. Everyone has access to the software. You just go to encoresystems.com. You log in with your username and password. This is also where teachers do their lesson planning, where they find the student data, parent information, phone calls, discipline tracking. We have our attendance software as well if you're going to submit attendance. It's very similar to Genesis and PowerSchool, but it has greater capabilities since evaluations are also included here. The model that we use for our evaluations is the LEAP Performance-Based Compensation Program. It is based on 3 cores. We have teacher effectiveness, leadership, and professional contributions, as well as student growth and achievement. This evaluation tool is actually rather innovative in the sense that it gives the teacher an equal amount of points in reflection as it does for inaction. So the evaluator scores it in action, the teacher goes in afterwards and she scores it in reflection, and it is weighted 50-50. 50% is the evaluator, 50% is the teacher. This actually forces the teacher to engage in that reflective practice because their evaluation score is half of what they're putting in as well. So I consider it to be a pro teacher tool because it's utilized for growth and it encourages teachers to reflect and be a reflective practitioner. Teachers usually feel a lot of autonomy and it increases morale, as well as we've seen it's made teachers work harder. We encourage teachers to grow, develop, learn, and that should be the goal of the evaluation. The core components our evaluation system are here. Core 1, we have teacher effectiveness, which encompasses skills, knowledge, and behaviors that teachers are expected to demonstrate in the classroom on a daily basis. Core 2, we have the leadership and professional contributions. This is you contributing to the mission and vision of the school, the ability to reflect on teaching and student growth, engage and communicate with families, support the growth of your colleagues, and take initiative in the school outside of the classroom. So that could include you doing dismissal or bus duty, doing fundraisers, staying after for the Winter Wonderland, and this also includes your attendance and punctuality. Core 3, your student academic growth and achievement. This is how well your students are growing as a whole. Do they meet or exceed absolute performance target? Do they meet or exceed based on the end of the year written norms? Or do they meet and exceed the SGOs based on the MAP data? Core 1, under teacher effectiveness, we are focused on 3 domains: planning, environment, and instruction, out of the 8 of the 22 components of effective teaching. So if you look down at the bottom here, we have 24 points from the evaluator. You have 8 of these times 3, you're getting scored from 0 to 3. So you can rank from a 0, 1, 2, or 3. You're getting those points from the evaluator, but then you're also going in and you're getting those points in the reflection from the teacher. In the planning and preparation core for under teacher effectiveness, you're looking at setting instructional outcomes, designing coherent instruction, designing student assessments, the classroom environment, establishing a culture for learning, managing student behavior, and then the instruction piece, using questioning and discussion techniques, engaging students in learning, and using assessment and instruction. Core 2, this is similar to Domain 4 in Danielson. This is your leadership and professional contributions. You will create a Core 2 binder, and inside it will be separated into 2 domains: professional responsibilities and contributions to PD. 4 out of the 22 components of effective teaching were identified by Danielson, and we took out the 4. So you're thinking here you have 4, and then you're doing it times 3 again, so that's your possible point. Then you can get 12 possible points from the evaluator and 12 possible points from the teacher, and that's your in reflection when you go back in and you're writing your reflection. So you're giving yourself a score, and then based on that evaluator data and that she has described or he has described in description, you're giving yourself a score, and you're also filling in a reflection. Core 2, you have your professional responsibilities where you're reflecting on teaching and student academic growth. as well as communicating with families. So this is your class dojo, this is your remind, these are your class newsletters. All of these things should be in your Core 2 binder. You also have contributions to professional development and growth of colleagues. If you are contributing to the PD, are you going to the PD? Are you participating in? Are you collecting your note-taking sheets? If you are modeling best practices, if you are mentoring someone, if you're sharing your knowledge, these should all go in your Core 2 binder as well. If you're engaging in initiating an innovative learning projects. So if I am teaming up with my grade level and we are doing a lesson study, that should be in my Core 2 binder as well. Core 3, you have student academic growth and achievement. This is all of your student data based on NJSLA, your SGOs, as well as your MAP data and how well your students are growing. Each you are worth up to 28 points in the total score, and you see each component. Component 1 is worth 7, component 2 is worth 7, and component 3 is worth 14. Component 1 for your tested grades, this is how it breaks down from 0 to 7. If you are scoring below, you get a 0, but if you're exceeding, you're getting your full 7 points. Core 3, this is how it breaks down for your written norm, for your based on your MAP data here. So if your percentage of proficient students is less than 60%, you're getting 0 points for that. But if they are up to 85 to 100%, you're getting your max points of 7 points. So this is how that score is calculated. This performance tool that we use, we call it the performance tool because the goal is to have our teachers perform at a very high level because teacher quality matters. So this is our model and our way. This model aligns with our district's mission and our guiding principles because we're putting an emphasis not just on the student achievement, but we know that teacher quality influences student achievement. So as well as us being a democratic organization, we're really focusing heavy on developing our teachers. The teachers were a part of this development process, so it really does increase the morale versus decreasing the morale. It really becomes a can-do tool. I always tell the teachers, look at what you can do, and what you can't do, we're looking to, we're looking to put you on the map. The documents used to assess teacher efficacy are formal evaluations, observations on all your core scores, your informal ones such as walkthrough, your student data, your PGP, how far you came to meeting those goals, your student portfolios, your attendance data, peer coaching, PDs, CPTs attendance, and your evidence of leadership. All of your core scores have to be a 2.65 or more. Remember, this is a 0 to 3 scale in order for you to be considered effective. The performance review process here in the district, it begins with planning, the monitoring and feedback. Those are your observations, portfolio development, evidence of student learning, lesson planning, leadership and achievement, conversations around practice, and then your professional development from your evaluation data is tiered for you. It's differentiated. You have your PDIs monthly that you can select which ones best fit your needs, your in-class support, that is given from peer coaches, shared knowledge, your common planning time, as well as collection of evidence applied, which I would consider note-taking documents from PDI. Your evaluation timelines, non-tenured teachers, you get 3 observations, tenured teachers 2. You usually have observation 1 in the fall, you have observation 2 in the winter, and observation 3 right before the spring, and then your summative scores are in April. Federal and state evaluation requirements, they are listed there, and we are in compliance with them. Achieve New Jersey is the act that was brought up to determine teacher efficacy. It gives you timely feedback and high quality professional development that's tied to your evaluations, and we do that with our PDIs. This is how the scoring calculation breaks down. Teach New Jersey is the Teacher Effectiveness and Accountability Act, and the goal again is to provide the specific feedback which our evaluation tool already does. It is in alignment with this Teach New Jersey, and it gives this educator feedback to develop the more individualized and focus on students. This is the guide to how it affects various positions. ESSA and Every Student Succeeds Act. It replaced the previous version of No Child Left Behind. And when we talk about Leap Academy, one of the big things that we have